Howdy, my name's Ann McCarthy. I'm a product wrangler working for Automatic, and I'm the test lead for WordPress 6.6. And this is a video about how classic themes will be presented with a modern pattern management experience in WordPress 6.6 by default. WordPress 6.6 is set to be released on July 16th, 2024. So for those of you using classic themes, you might be used to this interface for patterns. There's also typically a separate one for template parts. And in this release, rather than this prior experience, you'll be met with this one. If you're familiar with block themes in the site editor, this will not be new to you. This is bringing basically the experience baked into the site editor to folks on classic themes, which gives you a taste of what's been built and also what's to come. So any updates to the site editor in this experience will automatically be available for classic themes. Now, this is being done by default, so you will have to opt out in order to remove this experience. And so I'm going to click on this. I thought it'd be fun to create a little pattern. This is the hook you need to use if you want to opt out of this, but by default, this is opt-in. Also, as mentioned, the previously available template parts submenu will redirect to the patterns section, since patterns and template parts are managed from the same place now. So what does this give you? At a high level, it allows you to get a visual experience of managing patterns, especially in comparison to the prior experience. It gives you options to quickly duplicate, rename, delete, export, import, and create patterns. It also helps you get a sense of the categories pretty easily. So I have a text category, I have a technical category for the hook, I have my patterns, and then the patterns provided by the theme, as well as all patterns. It also allows you to change the layout, so you can change around the layout and view things differently, including changing things like the fields that are shown. So like sync status, you can sort by different things, change the audience for pages. And it brings a lot of what's been new in the site editor to patterns and to classic themes. So for example, let's say I want to export this. I can quickly just select export as JSON. Let's say for some reason I want to bulk select these and delete all of them. I can delete them here. I can also export as JSON. I can select all, I can deselect all that good stuff. It also makes it really easy to manage different categories of patterns. So for example, I can rename this to code and hit save, and that'll automatically update. It also makes it easy to see what's synced and not synced. So I can sort by sync status, not synced, and synced. And all of this just allows you to manage patterns at scale in a much easier way, and also brings you a taste of what is new. So the same experience happens when you're creating a new pattern. You add a title, you add a category, and you set the sync status. With this, it's also fun because you can actually duplicate patterns pretty easily. So one example I like to use is perhaps there's a theme pattern you really like, maybe the large text, for example. You can duplicate this and it creates a copy. I can then say banner text wide, change the category from 2021 to banners and text. I can then choose if I want it to be synced or unsynced, and I can hit duplicate. And if I want to change that sync status later, I can just duplicate again and change the status. And then from there, once it's replicated, I can then go in and edit it directly. And that includes changing around the categories, adding a description, and viewing the sync status. I hope you enjoy the new patterns experience for classic themes. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. And I'm excited to see how this change in workflow helps you use patterns more and more in your experience. If you want to check it out yourself, there's also a link to a playground that I used to create this that spins up a nightly version of WordPress 6.6 with the 2021 theme for you to check it out. Thanks so much for watching.